Yesterday it was crazy. I actually had my first ever lead come in from YouTube, like straight up, just from my YouTube video. I forgot I even created this video. There was like created it 3 months ago. Forgot everything about it. It was a financial advisor over in Annapolis. First video, lead that I actually came in. I actually met with them yesterday on a call, and yeah, I mean like that was the easiest kind of sale that I mean, it's not closed yet, but that was the easiest conversation I've ever had because they already knew about me.
Right.
And so for you, the reason why I'm saying that is if you're able to put out some like content or something that educational wise before they get to the close, like your rate to actually close will probably significantly increase.
For sure.
And so you probably already do this with like a trial or some sort of like, in person.
Yeah, I mean, I have like a discovery call. Obviously, that's completely free, and then they come in for the evaluation, which is typically discounted.
Yeah.
If they meet me through an event, or if it's like a warm referral, like I usually discount the evaluation, so it's a lower barrier to entry.
Okay, let me ask you, and you're probably already doing this. Does the evaluation have it where you have a what's it called? Let's say the assessment or the evaluation is like $200, right? Or whatever it could be. Do you just apply that to the cost of the actual treatment?
What do you mean the actual treatment?
So like, let's say the treatment is $2,000 and the evaluation is $200. And if I'm like, okay, I came in for the discovery, sounds great. I came in for the assessment, it's $200. Okay, great.
You saying it's like baked into the price?
Or it's like, hey, you could pay the $200 today for the assessment, or you could just roll it into the thing, and then now your assessment will just credit the amount towards.
Gotcha. Yeah, I've tried that before. I'm not doing that currently.
Okay.
But I have tried it before.
Has that closed better for you, or? I feel like that's a pretty enticing offer, especially in person.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it can entice people to do it more. I understand the psychology behind it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not opposed to like trying that again in the future.
My thought is like you could just increase your price.
Yeah, that's true.
Just like, hey, let's say the assessment's $200, you're like, okay, well,
yeah.
I mean, let's say the actual plan is typically $2,000, and you're good with the profits, bro, $2,200.
Right. They don't know the difference. Yeah,
they don't know the difference. And truly and honestly, like that's actually one of the things that I've noticed that a lot of people will, and myself included, I had to get over the idea of like charging so little. Like truly, I was like I'm about to run like a new offer, and I'm going to run some ads behind it. I'm going to do a whole like masterclass to a whole like tiny challenge, basically transforming somebody's online presence, their website, their lead generation funnels, their AI integrations, as well as like CRM and follow-ups and nurturing, all of that whole sort of thing, all in one, basically handling the whole package. But I'm going to do it over 5 days, and I'm teaching people like one-on-one. It's called like tiny challenge. It's a whole nother thing. Tiny challenge, a one-on-one, 5 days, and personalized experience to really transform their everything. They're giving them the whole strategy over the challenge. And if they want us to build it, we can build the whole thing for them, right? But they would walk away with everything they need, all the tools, strategies, every sort of scripts, all of it, to basically do it all themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a doctor model. It's like, we're going to do an assessment, for, I think that I was charging like $2,000. So we're going to do an assessment for like $2,000, and then and then we would like put if you want us to build it afterwards, right, you can build it yourself, or you can have us build it. My whole team build it, everything, a brand new website, brand new everything, for like $10K.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, dang. But like I went from charging like $200 for that challenge to $2,000.
Nice.
And the thought process was this: it was like, how much easier is it for me to sell 10 people versus selling one person to get the same amount of money?
Right.
And I was like, it's 90% easier to sell one person.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
Yeah, less conversations, less
conversation.
Up.
Exactly. Yeah. Less conversations, less follow up, more interest. But the important part of that is like, not everyone's just going to buy. Like people aren't just going to go in and just, hey, I'm dropping money.
Yeah.
People don't do that. Like nobody does that.
Not for something that high ticket.
Not for high ticket like that. Typically a discovery call was the way, right? Before. And today, in the marketplace today, trust is as low as it's ever been online, especially. So what does that mean? That means you can still beat that by building more trust than it's needed. And the way you do that is by giving away so much free value that it's crazy for them to think that you can't or won't help them because you've already helped them.
Right.
Right. And so the way I'm doing that is like a masterclass, right? And then this is a whole model that you could absolutely do as well. So you can like change your entire business. Like, I don't know if you have an online component to your business. Actually, do you have an online component? Okay. Can there be an online component?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, there can be an online. Hey, this is the complete model. Like, I'm just going to break it down. This is the model you can make $1 million. Like, I guarantee. You just do a webinar, free masterclass, free whatever it's called, free make my knees better again. Literally, it could be, the 5 things you can do to make your knees not ache in the morning. That could literally be the thing, or it could be whatever. And then you'd run ads to that, or you'd run, a bunch of content and just send everybody to this thing. From there, let's say you get 100 people show up. Let's say you only get 10. Get 100, 10, doesn't matter. It could scale from there. So let's say 100. 100 people, you spend $1,000 in ads to get 100 people. It's like $10 a person to get somebody on here. And it's free. It doesn't cost them a thing. And then you want to basically make damn sure that they actually show up. So that's your follow-ups on point. Everything's on point, to get them to show up to this thing. When they show up, you basically just overload with just everything they would possibly need and more and more and more and more. And then from there, you can do it's like a core product offer. You could sell them a book. You could sell them whatever, basically to turn them from lead to actual paying customer to client, lead to client. So, and for me, I'm going to sell them like a tiny challenge, like 1-on-1, 5 days. We will transform the hell out of your business. Everything about it. Like literally what I'm doing right now. Like, we will transform your business. We'll find a strategy that actually works for your business and do it for you and work one step at a time. We're out at the whole website. We're going to walk through it all together, personalized. And so that's the way I'm executing on it. Some people do like a normal challenge. Some people will do like, assessment, right? Like just come in for an assessment and do whatever it is, whatever core product offer it is, maybe a course. So many ways to do it. But then you take them from a core product offer, and then let's say out of the 100, you have a $200 product offer, and you sell 10 of them. So 10% conversion rate. Remember, you blew these people up with value. They're like, yeah, I know I have the pain. I know he can help me. I know, like, and trust him. Like, it's the BNI model. I know, like, and trust you. And so you go from here. So 10 times 200. Okay, well, now that's $2,000. You spent 1,000, you made 2,000. But the coolest thing is the people here, then you offer your premium value product offering, your premium offer. Your premium offer could be 20,000, it could be 10,000, it could be 5,000. Let's say 10% of these people, so 10% of these, so one person buys your $10,000 product. Okay, that's 10,000 plus 2,000. So you just made $12,000 for spending $1,000 on ads. So if I basically said, hey, if you spend $1,000 and you can make $12,000, would you do it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely, right?
Yeah.
And now the coolest thing is everyone who didn't show up to this thing, you still have them on your email list. Everyone who did, you can have them come back again. You can offer something new. You just keep this thing rolling and keep the ads rolling and put out the YouTube videos and keep it rolling. And you just go and go and go and go and go. This thing compounds. It's just like, okay, well, I had 100 here. I had a 10%. Could I improve? Like, this is where you're at. Could I improve my conversion rate? And then absolutely, you can get up to 20%. I get 20 times 200. I get $4,000. Okay, could I convert a better here? Even if you don't, 20, that means 2. If you had a 10% on your premium conversion rate on your premium offer, that means 2. So then now you have $24,000 plus 20,000, $24,000 the next month. It's like, oh snap, this thing just rolls and rolls. That's literally the flywheel. It's like a whole system that you can create that's very much profitable because
Yeah.
it leverages your time and your money, and all you have to do is just put out content
You got to have the offer too. Like,
and the offer,
Yeah.
and whatever offer that.
yeah.
But if you know how to transform people's business or people's lives or people's whatever, because you've been doing it already, people pay for that. Like they wouldn't pay for your service in person if they didn't believe that you could change their current pain. People pay to get out of pain, as literally right?
Yeah.
People will pay to get out of pain.
Reasonably so. I mean,
Reasonably
pain
so.
sucks.
Pain sucks, yeah, reasonably so. But now, if you can scale that, and that's where people go from like just entrepreneur, local business owner to just like mogul, and you know how they do it is content. Like the only people you see who are actually doing that are people on social, are on YouTube, are online. And that's exactly like the model that I'm going to help a lot of business. I mean, I'm helping a caterer out in South Carolina. I closed a deal out in South Carolina, and I'm helping her. Literally, she's a venue owner, $1 million business, right? Multi-million dollars every year. And she basically is like, dude, I'm like 55, I'm getting older. I don't want to do this forever. I don't know what to do. I was like, well, like people probably want your recipes, right? People probably want your stuff. I'm like, yes, I have hundreds of people wanting this. I'm like, dude, well, there you go. Let's sell a book for $50. Okay, so I'm helping her build it. I built out a funnel for her, a book funnel, where now she can build a wait list for people. And now she's literally gonna go on the news, some like pilot for a show in New York. So she's literally traveling to New York, going on this show, but she's gonna sell the book, $50 for the book. If she gets 100 people on that book, like that's $5,000. Yeah, $5,000 right there. She's gonna upsell to a masterclass, and then she's gonna upsell to a mentorship. $50 to $500 to $5,000, maybe $50,000 for caterers or people who wanting to enter into the catering space. Imagine if you could just like snapshot your blueprint of your business and everything you have and just like put it available for people to buy. And that's what she said.
Yeah.
Right. And so like, that's another way to do it too. Right. So whether it's for your customers, whether it's for other business owners and you just have a secret sauce.
How do you stand out in a market where there's like so many people already doing that?
Bro, there's no competition. There's zero competition. There's literally...
Why? Because there's enough people out there?
No, there's zero competition. Well, yeah, absolutely. But hey, let me ask you, is there anybody like you?
No, I'm one of one.
You're one of one. And let me ask you, why did you hire your business coach?
Because I understand the value in investing in yourself.
Yeah, but there's hundreds of business coaches. Why did you hire that one?
I've been through quite a number of business coaches.
Okay, maybe that's the wrong industry. But like every time you hired a business coach, you probably was like, yeah, this is the guy.
Yeah,
you're literally this is the guy.
Yeah,
right. But then they didn't turn out to be the guy. Right.
They were the guy for some things.
Yeah, guy for a certain thing, right?
Yeah.
But that's the thing is like they have hundreds and thousands of other people doing the exact same thing they are doing. Maybe the people who've actually learned the same place that they learned. But let me ask you, everyone has a unique experience.
Right.
So, for example, you went to the hospital. Did other PT people ever have hospital experience? Maybe, maybe not.
Mm-hmm.
Did everyone have Florida gym experience with hospital plus, seniors facilitators?
Gotcha.
This is why like when you gather experience and you become like an actual expert in the field, you have a unique competitive advantage that nobody can actually copy.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're actually like a nobody and you actually just don't know what you're doing and you just like you're just copying somebody else. Like that's what a lot of young
it's self-doubt. It's like obviously it's like I'm getting in my own way by having those thoughts.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. But like you've already succeeded. Like you're in a place that a lot of people who are currently, let's say the same age, who are currently working in a PT 9 to 5, they probably want to be where you're at. So you've already sort of differentiated yourself. Same with me, right? There is nobody who has the same experience that I have. Can they do the same things? Sure. Everyone can learn something. Could I do anything they do? Absolutely. And that's what I'm saying is like you differentiate yourself by being yourself,
Yeah.
you know? And that's
Yeah.
why the content that I do, like even right now, like this whole podcast, right? I mean, there's nobody that can replicate the questions that I'm asking, the way that I'm asking it, the way that you're responding, the way this conversation is going. Nobody can replicate that. Like, and it's what that is called. It's being the content. You literally be the content. You do that everywhere. And then, you know, what happens is this. That is why the guy on YouTube came to me. He literally said on the call, I was like, how'd you hear about me? And he said, oh, I saw your YouTube video. And he literally said, I saw your YouTube video and I heard what you were saying. And I thought you knew your stuff. And I wanted to talk to you. I was like, okay, okay. So what he said is, I heard you and the things you were saying, and you thought I was the person that you could resonate with you because of the things I was saying.
Like you were talking to him in the video, kind of.
Well, yeah, but like at the same time, he said I was more competent than all the marketing people that he's actually talked to. I'm like, dude, did I just outbeat the competition just by one YouTube video that I had no intention of anybody actually doing anything?
What was the video about?
Bro, it was so wild. It was a Wealthbox to Go High Level integration that we just demoed. My accountant, literally, okay, this is how it happened. My accountant here in Orlando, he was like, oh, because I went in his office and I, told him what my business was and all this sort of thing. Because, and it was like, oh, you do like SMS messaging and like automated conversations and like nurturing and automatic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you can remind people about stuff. I'm like, yeah. And they're like, dude. And he was like, I need that. I was like, okay. Give me, tell me more. And then we had a call and then he was like, okay, well, we're using Wealthbox and we want to like send out automated reminders for people to assign.
What is Wealthbox?
It's a financial advisor or accounting CRM. It's like a back end off. It's like an EMS.
Gotcha. Okay.
EHR or something.
Gotcha.
For financial people.
Gotcha.
Compliance and all that. But they were having all their clients in Wealthbox, but they were having struggles with like actually going out and emailing their clients, and they were always having to spend a lot of time reminding their clients, hey, you have to sign this, you have to sign this, you have to sign this. So I was like, dude, we could just send out text messaging and emails every time that a client needs to sign something until they sign it. When they sign it, it just comes off. And they were like, that sounds great. And I was like, okay, let's build it. And so I had me and my team, like I have a friend out in London. He's out in Britain or something. And him and I were building this thing. And I was like, dude, I literally had to hop on like a 14-day free trial for Wealthbox just to start building. I was like, dude, we got to get this done in 14 days because we're about to.
So you integrated it with Wealthbox?
Yeah. So I integrated my CRM that the Go High Level, which allows to basically go in and do everything that a Go High Level CRM could do. But we just isolated it to that one thing for Wealthbox because Wealthbox had no way. There's no Zapier integration, no Make integration, no integration whatsoever. It was a full-on, just isolated fucking thing.
So how did you integrate it?
I pulled Wealthbox. Oh, no. Okay, sorry. It had no integration to Go High Level.
Okay.
So I pulled Wealthbox into Zapier.
Okay, so
and Zapier into Go High Level. Okay. But even just that alone, right? I had to like build some logic out within when we get this, because it's limited. It's limited. We can only get certain things into here. Which I am a coder, if I was more interested in making this a more long-term kind of thing, I'd be like, yeah, let's just fucking build an API access right to the fucking server and we'll just pull everything in together and just handle it all ourselves. Right now we're using the server as Zapier. It's like a sort of like a Band-Aid-ish. But that's basically what it was. It was like, I currently found a need in the market. There was literally nothing because we were trying to solve this problem. And so I just solved this problem for my accountant. And I was like, dude, if he buys or doesn't buy, like, I'm going to fucking record this thing. We're recording this thing and we're putting it out there.
How long was the video?
Like 7 minutes.
Mm. So the guy that reached out to you, is he an accountant?
No. He's a financial advisor.
Oh, okay. So he uses
the system, Wealthbox.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he uses that Wealthbox system.
Gotcha.
It was so freaking tailored. It was Wealthbox and Go High Level. He's like, I have Wealthbox, I have Go High Level. I am stuck AF.
Nice.
He was like, I don't know what to do. And he was searching and searching. He literally said, I was searching all over and I saw your video. And then I liked what you said. And I felt like you were competent and you knew what to do. And I just had some questions. And so he was going to hire me for just that thing. And I was like, bro, like you're all over the fucking place. I literally said, dude, you're all over the place. You are a financial advisor with millions and millions of dollars under your business. You should not be handling all of this fucking tech. Let me come in and the new offer I told you about. Let me come in and basically just transform your whole freaking thing. We'll get you a new website. We'll get you funnels. We'll get you everything, and we'll just handle it all for you.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like, okay, how much? I was like, 10K. He's like, okay, great. Let's schedule a call on Thursday. So I meet with him on Thursday again.
Nice, man. That's sweet.
I'm like, holy shit, right? But that's what I'm saying is like, first of all, pricing, that was a whole nother thing. If I price too low, that'd be nobody cares. If I price, and then on top of that, like YouTube, right? YouTube is just, it's killer. So I forgot how we got on this track, but I feel like
I remember.
Content itself is very much a thing.
Oh, I know, because I was talking. Well, I said we were talking about like the one-of-one and like how you stand out. You know.
Yes. Yeah. So
you're saying be your authentic self.
Yeah, because I was myself, and because I I literally just shot a video. I was just screen recording. I said, "Hey, what up, everyone? My name is Jonathan, and this is exactly what we're gonna do in this video, and then let's go." And just this is what we did. This is the category. This is the whole integration. I showed the whole fucking thing.
How to do it? Like
I showed the whole fucking thing.
Okay.
I showed the whole goddamn thing. I like straight up 100%. I held nothing back. I was like, I showed you the back end. I showed you the front end. I showed you every freaking thing.
Yeah.
I showed you my Zapier. I showed you my workflows. You know what people could do? They could just copy it.
Yeah.
But why did I get a lead? Why did I get somebody actually wanting to do business? It's because I showed the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people want. You remember what I just said? 2025 and above, trust has never been lower. But what happens if you just give them the truth? Trust will be built no matter what. Right. And then how do you do that at scale? I mean, YouTube, bro. 3 months ago, 4 months ago, this guy, I haven't even been creating videos on that channel. It was my business channel. I haven't even created videos on there since. I've been creating videos for my personal brand. And then dude, like it's popping off. So very specific, very isolated videos are like, you know, what works. And so if you're serving the market if you work to serve the market at the highest level, you will do whatever it takes to serve the market. Because if you're in business for money, I've noticed that you fail, right? Typically, like, because you can't just like do business for money. Like, money is going to come and you won't want to spend it. Like, you have to invest to serve your marketplace better, whether that marketplace is Orlando locally, which you and I are both, right? Part of the BNI, we're helping local businesses, or if that marketplace is larger, the US, even the world, right? And so you have to invest to build and to grow. And, you know, that's the whole sort of thing. Yeah. So my business is shifting significantly. I'm excited because like, I don't know what's going to happen, but I know I have a plan and I know exactly what to do.
What's your main offer right now? Like
my main offer. So I've actually cut a lot. So since our last conversation, I've cut a lot. I've actually, I
know you do websites.
Yeah. So primarily websites, funnels, AI, automations. And those are primarily the things that I'm doing. Mm-hmm. And then for the people who come in under that, like under my main offer, basically we're going to do a whole website rebrand, full website rebrand. We're going to build the funnels to actually generate leads. And we're going to also integrate AI. So AI chatbots, AI calendar, automations, nurturing sequences, all of that. I'll provide coaching on all of that. And then what I thought about offering is because I've had the success on YouTube, and dude, I have 70 followers. 70 followers. I could potentially get a 10K deal off of 70 followers. That's ridiculous.
How many views does that video have?
Bro, probably like 10.
That's like, crazy.
I mean, seriously. What am I doing? Like,
you 70 followers on your personal or business?
On my personal. I don't even know how my business. I'm probably even less. I have like 2 videos on that. Dude.
That's nuts. There really wasn't a solution for this, and this guy found this video.
That's what I'm saying. If the marketplace is like looking, here's the thing: the best kind of client is somebody who's actually wanting your service, who wants your help. If you can show, if you can introduce yourself and show somebody to know, like, and trust you online, and do it at scale, and let the platform do the leverage for you. Where this thing is now that I have like an understanding that there potentially could be a huge market in there, I can do another video. And I can talk about this and another thing again. Maybe I'll actually get an account with the Wellbox. Maybe I could do it for a whole nother system, for chiropractors, for this, other totally different systems, right? And then
I can tell you integration that doesn't exist right now, and it's a big struggle for the PTs.
Really?
PT Everywhere is like probably the top number one or top number two, like EMR that like Cash PTs use.
Dude.
And we're integrating that with Go at Level.
There we go. Maybe we got to do it with yours.
I don't use PT Everywhere, but like,
okay.
But I know that like it's a big struggle for a lot of people.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Is like that's such a need in the market. All I gotta do is put out one video. Apparently, one video will do it.
Yeah.
But like, what if I put out 10? What if I put out 100? What if I put out like, just consistent content?
Yeah.
What if I just give it all away? That's what I realize is the strategy, and that's what I'm saying. Is like there is no competition, because there's nobody who talks like you. There's nobody who has the same experience as you. You are made, unique. And you have unique experience of life, and your lens on life is different than everyone else's, even if they do the same thing. And then if you're willing to do the things that everyone is not willing to do, then you're going to win. So
what was the call to action at the end of the video? Was there a call to action?
Yeah, the call to action was, hey, if you need help with this, just, click the links below. Give me a call. I'll help you out. Mm-hmm. It went to my website. Gotcha. I don't even have a fucking funnel. That's the craziest thing. I literally went to my website. It literally just like went to my just nextlevelmarketingagency.com. He had to like find out, okay, go to the contact page. He found my number. He called. I was like, dude, I'm not going to answer a random ass number.
Oh, he just called you?
He just called me. I just got a call, dude. I just got a call. I said, nah, text me. I didn't even answer the call. I said, text me. And then he said, yo, I saw your YouTube video. I had some questions, like, could we schedule a call? I'm like, yeah, there you go. Sure. Email me. I was like, email me. I was like, I don't even know if this is legit or not legit, but then he emailed me. And then I actually looked him up, and it's a whole fucking company. I was like, hold up, what the hell? And then we got on the calendar, and then I met with him yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.